views and opinions on this broadcast are those of
wearecolerain.com
and not those of Colerain High School or the Northwest School District.
East.
And welcome to Lakota East High School. It's wearecolerain.com's presentation of Colerain Cardinal football as your Colerain Cardinals travel to Lakota East High School for a GMC showdown. I am Brandon Wyatt alongside Brian Wyatt from wearecolerain.com here to bring you this game between two familiar foes.
It's fall. It's hit us in a hurry tonight, and you know what? I don't know what part of town you're in, but we've got a light rain here. Going to kind of make the game interesting. Not a stormy as we've seen it, but just a nice annoying rain. It's just going to make everything wet and a little bit slippery. But Lakota East High School, what a field. And tell you what, I always like coming out here.
The Lakota East Marching Band is raffling
Colerain Cardinals, of course, 7-0 on the year. The Lakota East Thunderhawks 5-2, 4-1 with the conference, with the caveat that one of those wins does come by forfeit. They actually lost on a Hail Mary pass to the Princeton Vikings on the last play of the game, but that game now counts as a 1-0 victory over Princeton. They also have losses to undefeated Kings and to second in the GMC. Fairfield, they sit at third place in the GMC.
Yeah, familiar faces as we see here at Lakota, coached by Coach Rick Haynes. That name sounds familiar. He was the architect of the option when Coach Combs was here, so we know Coach Haynes is very qualified, one of the best coaches around. Will have his players in the right place, making the right decisions. Just Colerain, we're going to see if we're going to just take it to him, and should be interesting, like playing against your little brother.
As Colerain Cardinals take the field in their all-white uniforms, remind all of you listening at home that because this is an away contest, we cannot show you live game footage, so it will just be a video of the scoreboard and the live audio from the game. Additionally, if you'd like to reach us in the booth, the address is radio at wearecolerain.com or directly in the YouTube chat.
And this broadcast brought to you by our corporate sponsors of the Colerain Boosters. Special thanks to Queen City Running, Valley Metalworks, CAI Insurance, Hawksworth Blood Center, Cincinnati Police Credit Union, State Farm Insurance, Shock Tile and Carpet, Skyline Chili, Holding Realtors, Underground Sports Shop, Friedhoff Accounting and Tax Service, Meyer, Joe Capel Lawn and Landscape, Midwest Stonescapes, Paul Young Funeral Homes, NovaCare, La Rosa's, Northgate Ford, Game On Sports Bar, Life Touch, Fast Signs, Arab Pest Control, Plato's Closet, Supercuts, Langen Meats, Quaker Steak and Lube, Joseph Toyota of Cincinnati, Northwest Association of Educators, Friendship Baptist Church, and Long Schaefer.
And with 2 minutes until kickoff, the Lakota East Thunderhawks set to take the field. They will be in all gray uniforms with the white helmets. And
now,
again,
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please welcome to the
this
field,
Lakota East team,
Thunderhawks,
coached by former Cardinal coach, offensive coordinator Rick Haynes, will see a steady dose of the triple option. That triple option being headed basically by the fullback, Mr. Everything, for the Lakota East Thunderhawks, Jack Dabrowski.
Yeah, Jack Dabrowski, 745 yards and 15 touchdowns on the year, and the quarterback leading them, he has 576 yards and only 4 touchdowns. We'll also see a dose of Donnie Wilkinson. He's 270 yards and 3 touchdowns. You see that 2 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns, and Dabrowski with 15. He's Mr. Everything. Everything on the option runs through the fullback, and they'll rely heavily upon Mr. Dabrowski tonight.
So, 1 minute to kickoff, and I don't know how they're going to get all of those band numbers off the field in time for that. But we get set to play the Cardinals again. 7-0 on the year.
Yeah.
Lakota East, 5-2 with that asterisk.
We missed the coin toss again this week. We didn't see it.
Colerain Cardinals won the toss, deferred into the second half, and so it'll be Lakota East to take the ball first off the kickoff.
Just a slight win.
Some of us were on the job today.
Well, I saw them. They were going to get the ball, but I didn't see if they
it's fine.
chose
Some of
to
us
receive the ball or
Colerain
won it
fine.
deferred.
It happens. I mean, we can make excuses all you want. But
No, no excuses, just reasons.
It'll be interesting to see. We know Chris Mangold has been banged up the past couple of weeks with an intense soccer schedule going on at it. They have Cam Ott been kicking of recently, but it looks like Chris Mangold is back, and he is set to kick off for the Colerain Cardinals.
Yeah, how do you like that? You talk about depth at position. You find a sophomore kicker that comes in and is perfect so far in extra points.
On the field to kick off for the Cardinals.
Doesn't really have the leg strength of Chris Mangold, but he gets great height in his kick and good coverage down there.
Josh Thornhill and Corey Dick
also number 29,
back deep
Corey
for the Thunderhawks.
And as we speak, it looks like the rain has stopped.
Both teams are set, waiting the whistle for ready to play. Chris Mangold gives the signal, and the kick is away, and is a line drive kick through the end zone. Touchback, Colerain. So,
kind of an interesting alignment there. Lakota West had really nobody inside the hash marks. Everybody on the outside.
They're really impressive if Lakota West was lined up on the field.
Well, Lakota West had nobody inside.
Yeah, Lakota East didn't either.
Oh, here we go again. So the Thunderhawks.
See where it says Thunderhawks right on the middle of the field.
That's why they call this place.
See on the scoreboard where it says
the Hawks, and we're the Hawks next.
With the ball spotted their own 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
So here come the Thunderhawks, led by, as we said, Sean Church, the 5'8" senior quarterback. Double wing formation, nothing surprising. Kind of wide splits.
Wilkinson under center, man in motion left, handoff, counter up the middle, and it will get maybe 2-3 yards before a flock of Cardinals led by Luke Bolden makes the tackle.
For the Cardinals, number 7.
Yes, Dan Bolden graduated years ago.
Just 3 yards on the play.
You're going to point out my mistakes. I'm getting at you tonight there, son. So
yeah, but at least I recognized my own mistakes and corrected it.
Yep. So 3 yards on that gain.
The Cardinals.
Look at their linebackers. They pretty much got an 8-man front.
The Cardinals aren't really playing with any linebackers as they get the ball up the middle. As Church keeps it himself. He's tackled after a gain of about 3 yards. That'll set up a 3rd and 5. And like you said, very interesting formation. That was a
2-yard pickup on the play.
What would you call that? A 7-0-4 front, 7 defensive linemen, all the linebackers at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, the linebackers were all standing, and the only one wide receiver out there, he was in single coverage. The safeties were within 10 yards, but they did pick up 2. But you got to watch that. You commit to that, everybody in the hole, and somebody misses an assignment. That sets up the big play. They back off a little bit here. 3rd down and 5.
Lots of shifting up front. Handoff to Brosey, still on his feet, falls forward. He needed the 30. Where's the mark?
Center on ball carrier, number 30, Jack DeBrosey.
DeBrosey is short of the 30-yard line. Marker at the 29. It'll be 4th down for the Lakota East Thunderhawks.
Going to bring on Fernando Rivera.
J.J. Davis and Sear Jones back deep. 3rd, 4th, and short. Not a bad place for a fake for the Thunderhawks.
I was about to say a little too early for that. They need 4th and 2.
Snap back, kick is up. Took a long time to get it off. It's a wobbly kick. Sincere Jones lets it go. Takes a Cardinal hop. The Thunderhawks can't corral it. It's still bouncing forward. Cardinals gain an extra yard on the play. They'll take over at their own 42-yard line on the kick. Just a 21 plus 8. Is just a 29-yard net punt for the Thunderhawks.
I'll tell you what, he took an awful long time. Colerain wasn't bringing the heat, so he wasn't rushed, but it's kind of a slower snap, deliberate kick. Colerain might go after it a little bit later, but they take over. 1st down for the Colerain Cardinals at their own 42.
Cardinals with a very tight formation. 2 wide receivers close. Jet sweep handoff. Sincere Jones trying to find some space. Makes one man miss in the open. He's at the chains. Just pushed out of bounds, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a couple yards more.
That was a new formation. I mean, they were going out of the wing, but the wide receivers were pretty much bunched just outside the tight end.
Really, almost as if you're trying to get the outside and gate it off.
So, yeah, almost like setting up 2 wings on one side with a tight end. So
Same formation the other way. Same play the other way to J.J. Davis. He cuts back to the outside, inside, in front of Sincere Jones, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds this time, though, not after gaining 20-plus yards, down to the Lakota East 22-yard line.
And this side, same play, but they had a wide side of the field, and J.J. Davis runs the same way. What you like about watching these Cardinals, unselfish play. Sincere Jones just had the big run to the left, and this time he's your lead blocker to the right.
Sometimes I think since J.J. Davis is made better because Sincere Jones is such a good blocker on the edge. Now they spread it back out. Freddie Johnson way left, 2 tight ends.
Fullback time?
Fullback speed option. Deontay Smith-Moore cuts it straight back up. He's caught back up, but he's going to get 6, maybe 7 yards on the carry.
We've seen that speed option before, but a lot of times they run it out of the shotgun formation. Fullback didn't go up the middle. He went directly to the outside. Sees a little bit of a crease. Maybe could have pitched it off, but when you get 4 yards, 5 yards on first down, you'll take that. Good decision.
Officially call him down to the 18. It'll be 2nd and 6. Looked like he got more than that, but they'll call him down. Step back, counter back the other way. J.J. Davis looking for the corner. He's got blocked by Freddie Johnson. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, J.J. Davis.
They run outside, they run inside. This time they come back with a counter. Lakota East is overplaying to the left side and a great block. Freddie Johnson on the outside. You don't make big runs without big blocks, but J.J. Davis walks in for the first score of the night. Brandon, I can't see the scoreboard from here, so you got to kind of have to.
On to attempt the extra point.
Well, I can't see the extra point from here.
Okay, I'll call this one.
I got it. Bolden with the snap. Smith-Moore with the hold. Mangold with the kick. Snap it back. Hold is down. Kick is up. And it's good. And at the 9:04 mark of the first quarter, it's the Colerain Cardinals 7. The Lakota East Thunderhawks 0.
Couldn't ask for a better start if you're the Colerain Cardinals. You get a 3 and out on defense, and then you get, 4 plays and a touchdown.
1, 2, 3, 4 plays and a touchdown.
Yeah. So momentum early on, at least on the Colerain Cardinals' favor.
And that was one of those things we saw earlier in the year. Freddie Johnson took a lot of heat from the sidelines. I know he's just a sophomore, but his blocking on the edge. You know, sometimes when you're that super sophomore, sometimes you got to pay your dues on the edge before you can be the man with the ball. And he struggled earlier in the season, but that was all. I mean, obviously J.J. Davis and everyone else did, but J.J. Davis didn't have to make anyone miss once he got past the line of scrimmage.
Well, and I'll give Freddie Johnson a little bit of a slack. He's a very excitable young man. And we saw when he got in a quarterback, when he got early, he's got that adrenaline. He's an emotional guy, so maybe he's finally just kind of tamed that a little bit. Concentrate, focus on your assignment.
Mangold set to kick off again for the Colerain Cardinals. He put the last one in the end zone. We'll see what he does here again. Line drive kick. This one will not get to the end zone. Fielded about the 3-yard line. Cardinals defense down there. Still on his feet, though, is the return man. He bounces off the initial tackle, gets it across the 25, and will be marked down at the 27-yard line, the return by Corey Dick.
Yeah, nice tackle. Daryl Patrick on the tackle. And they did kind of an unusual formation on that. There's really nothing in the middle, and that's where he went. And it kind of hit a tunnel. That was well blocked by the Lakota East.
This might want to be some of the best field position teams have had in the Cardinals after a kickoff.
At the 26.
At the 26, 27-yard line. Man in motion, step back, look, the throw, pass is knocked away. Sincere Jones. Church had the intended receiver there.
Number 88. Kevin
Yablowski was there on the simple slant, but Sincere Jones, nice job of knocking it away from behind without going through the defender.
Yeah, Yablowski's the leading receiver for Lakota East. And it's just a simple slant. They're trying to pick up 3-4 yards, keep honest, but just enough contact to get around him and just reach, knocked it down. So 2nd and 10.
Cardinals again.
Really crowding that line.
Handoff to Brosey. Forces a pitch. That's errant. Ball is still on the ground. Still loose. Picked up. Touchdown, Colerain Cardinals.
There's so many bodies there. I'm not really sure he did it. It was just the option. They blew up the fullback, forced the quarterback to pitch.
I have no idea who scored.
That might have been Patterson. Might have been. We're not really sure.
I have no idea. There was like
Recovered
6 or
and
7.
returned to the end zone for a
There were
Cardinal
6 or 7 of
touchdown.
them standing around it. They
And
all
then
ran
there's
into the
3
end
or
zone
4
together.
of them celebrating
They're all-
together as they walked into the end zone.
I'm looking at the sidelines. Anybody getting a high five? Patterson did throw the ball back to the referee.
Chris Mangold with a hold.
We're gonna have
We're not really sure.
We're going to have to rely on Twitter, our guys on the field, to tell us in their description of what we got there. Regardless,
We got a touchdown.
We got
That's
a
what we
touchdown.
got.
Snap is down, hold is down, kick is up, extra point is good. And at the 8:42 mark of the first quarter, it's the Colerain Cardinals 14, Lakota East Thunderhawks 0.
It was a simple option, and it wasn't a bad pitch. It's a little bit wet out there, but once that ball hit the ground, bounced off his hands and it hit the ground, he couldn't get up on it. Colerain was all over him, hitting him and the ball at the same time. It scooted loose, and you're absolutely correct. There were 7 Colerain Cardinals that could have scooped and scored right there.
One of them did. We don't know which one.
And it's about as well lit as this stadium is. Their end zones.
Well, it's not even that. You couldn't see who. Like, there are just 3 Cardinals running as one. You couldn't tell which one had the ball.
Okay, how about this? We'll give the touchdown to the flock.
On the field to
That's
kick
the
off for
worst
Cardinals,
attempt at a
Josh
stretch. That's just a
Mangold.
bad stretch, bad punt. You're just done. You're cut off.
Number 36.
Again, you can
Josh
reach us in the booth at
Thornhill,
radio at
29,
wearecolerain.com. Jim and Terry Shear listening in from Chicago, Illinois. Chris Mangold set to kick.
His third kickoff in the first 4 minutes.
Kick is deep, and this one will, again, be high this time, though, and short the end zone. Cardinals down there trying to find some spaces. The returner, he'll get across the 20, but not past the 25, and that's when the Thunderhawks will take back
By
over.
number 36, Josh Thornhill for the Thunderhawks.
Josh Thornhill with the return.
Stopped on the play by number 17, Lawson Sandusky.
It was Lawson Sandusky, as we hear from
Long
the PA.
side
He
of
made
the
that tackle,
28-yard line.
but
It's
it's
first
kind
and
of hard
10
to see there in the middle.
Still waiting on our Twitter guys to pick up the official name on the touchdown there.
So a first down and 10. Thunderhawks ball at their own 24.
Even on Snapchat, if you go to our Snapchat, follow us on Snapchat, you can't tell which one of them has the ball. Step back, looks to throw again. This one through the hands of the offense, through the hands of Jakari Patterson, and it falls incomplete.
You've got a 5'7" quarterback there, and they had both the tight end released and the outside receiver ran slants. He overthrew the tight end, and he underthrew the deep receiver.
Yeah. It would have been a good job if there was a third receiver running in between them.
But you had big Eric Phillips crashing down from that end, so the 5'7", well, 5'8", I would say, quarterback really had a narrow window to get that in. Into the shotgun formation.
Second and long, handoff faked. Church keeping it around and on the read option. He can't get away from Deshaun Pace, but he does pick up 4 or 5 yards on the carry. Deshaun Pace with the tackle, and we may not have got an answer on Snapchat, but we did get an answer from Twitter. Our guy on the field, Jason Helfrich, it was Deshaun Pace who picked up the fumble and scored on the touchdown.
Deshaun Pace makes the tackle right there. I tell you what, Sean Church, quarterback there, showed a little bit of wheels. They run the option, the little read option with the quarterback, and he keeps it himself. Makes his third down a little bit more manageable. He needs to pick up about 4. There's back to the shotgun formation again.
Trying to mix it up.
No tight end, 4 wide receivers.
Trips to the left, handoff, rolling right. He looks for the waggle there. Now he's going deep over the top, and the ball sails out of bounds. His intended receiver, Kyrell Metz, was there for.
Corey Dick falls incomplete.
Sorry, Corey Dick was there for East, but it sails out of bounds. 4th down.
Yeah, they ran 3 out routes there, and had a little bit of time to throw, but he's rolling to his left, throwing off his arm. And he just tried to, had a small window, just trying to drop it into an area, and just ran out of property.
Well,
so
it's a flood pattern to the left, but he just doesn't have time with the pressure to wait for that guy to come open.
So see if Colerain brings a little prep.
Patterson nearly blocked the punt. It's much better this time. J.J. Davis takes it. He's trying to find some space. Sheds 1 tackle. Makes another man miss in the open field. Now he stops, cuts back, comes the other way. Good tackle in open field by Lakota East.
Yeah, he's all over the place right there. I believe that was Jablonski finally on the tackle. He comes all the way to the right side of the field and runs out of real estate, but plants his foot and he goes right back to left. And if Dabrowski doesn't catch him, he's got a huge lane to get through there. But you know what? He covers about 60 yards to pick up about 17 on that carry. Into Lakota East territory. Colerain's going to be starting at the 47.
If you're the Thunderhawks, this game couldn't have started worse.
You got some discussion here on the sidelines with the referees and the Lakota East staff. I think that might be a warning. We're going to give you a sideline warning. Didn't seem to be complaining about everything, just wanted an explanation about something, but they pointed at some of the coaches.
Again, with two receivers tight to the flex bone formation. Sincere Jones in motion. Quarterback counter the other way, Deontay Smith-Moore. Steps back, keeps it, and he'll pick up 6-7 yards on the play.
Yeah, he fumbled that snap a little bit. He's not too happy. I don't know if that was a called counter there.
That was by block.
Okay. Just had trouble getting it out, and he's talking to his teammates. But you got to like a broken play or delayed by a slight bobble of the snap picks up 6.
Well, they like to call, too. You've been running that little jet sweep, and you fake it and counter the other way. Try to get everyone running the opposite direction. Step back. Keeper. Deontay Smith-Moore fakes off a 1. Still on his feet. Going forward. And he will be right at the line to gain.
Cardinal ball carrier number 2, Deontay Smith.
Lakota East does a good job, forces him back inside, but it's not a hard rain. It's a very light rain, and it doesn't only make the ball a little bit slippery. It makes jerseys a little bit tough to grab. And he is not that big of a quarterback, but he is a very strong runner. You're not going to get him down with an arm tackle.
That should have been a 3-yard loss for the Colerain Cardinals. Turns into a 2-yard gain, make it 3rd and 1. Sincere Jones in motion. Handoff. Ivan Pace Jr. over the veer run through the initial line. Tackled by the secondary. And he'll pick up enough for the first down.
Just a massive humanity right there. After that play, every offensive lineman, it was like they were at the IHOP. Pancakes everywhere.
And that's just the outside veer. Those 3 guys on the left side are going to triple team on the line. Defensive lineman up to the linebackers. And there was no one there to stop Ivan Pace Jr. Smith-Moore, quick pitch, outside. Ivan Pace Jr. on the jet sweep. Not there, steps back, cuts back, still on his feet. Breaking some tackles, and he's close to another Cardinal first down.
You know, with the speed that Colerain has on their wings, when your fullback can get outside like that, and you know, he's not going to, I keep saying he's not going to run away from everybody, but shows great athleticism and speed. And
he's really fast in the 10 yards. He's not going to sprint away from anyone, but he can start and stop with the best of them.
Well, I mean, I don't know what they list him in. What is he, about 210?
220, yeah.
220. His start and stop for his size is amazing.
And a little difference there. That little toss pitch is usually out of the motion man. This time it's to Pace. Now Sincere Jones takes the jet sweep, makes one miss, still on his feet. He's in the end zone. Touchdown! Sincere Jones, sincerely yours.
Yeah, gotta love it. They go back to the jet sweep that was successful on the first 2 plays of the game. Coach Bolden's upset about something. Is there a flag on the play?
No.
Okay, he might not be upset. He just might be celebrating. Not really sure. It's kind of hard to tell.
I think he's upset as kicker because his kicker was so slow to get out there for the extra point.
With the hole number 2.
That's the only thing to be upset.
Yeah, we've got the rain-soaked windows, and they're on the far side of the field, so it's kind of hard to pick up. These stands are actually pretty far away from the track, but mangled back for the extra point. Those end zone lights don't help from this angle.
Snap is back, hold is down, kick is good. And at the 5:14 mark of the first quarter, it's the Colerain Cardinals 21, the Thunderhawks of Lakota East 0.
You know, they don't get their name called long enough, or as many times as they should, but this offensive line is just destroying the defensive line of Lakota East. That's all the running backs and everybody, they get all the glory, but you know, Will Coleman, Quanzi Jones, Ace Aaron Schwinner, Cameron Carnes, TJ Ganella, Elijah Ford are just completely dominating at the point of contact with the line of scrimmage.
And nothing fancy, though. They just got up to the line quickly, ran a little motion underneath, handed off on the jet sweep, and Sincere Jones gets some blocking, makes one man miss in the open, and he's in Atlanta 6.
And he's banged up early. He's slowed up a little bit down, but what he did there, they run the jet sweep, but he kind of put the brakes on a little bit, let his blocking develop, but his acceleration, when he decided to take that step, there was nobody touching him.
The Thunderhawks, number 29, Corey Dick, number 36, Josh Thornhill.
Thornhill and Dick back for the Lakota East Thunderhawks. Mangold tees it up at about the 40-yard line.
Mangold's kick is high, and it's a pop-up towards the sidelines, and bobbled the feed. Cardinals try to pin him on one side, and Hamza Abdul-Wahid will make the tackle. And East will take over at their own 25-yard.
Gotta like the consistency of this coverage team. Much maligned in years past. I don't know what they're doing different this year, the approach they've got, but it seems like they're starting at within 2 to 3 yards, plus or minus, of the 25-yard line almost every time.
Well, I'll be honest. I'd probably say there's more times they've trapped the team inside the 20-yard line than they have let them past it. It also helps to have a really good kicker in Mangold. Snap back, Church pulls it from DeBrose, gets it to his pitchman, and he's got some space, and a first down for the Thunderhawks.
Thunderhawk ball carrier number 8, Donnie Wilkinson.
Picks up a first down.
Donnie Wilkinson with the first down of the game for the Thunderhawks. Gets a cheer from the crowd.
Wilkinson, the 5'9", senior running back. He's 270 yards on the year and 3 touchdowns. Picks up the first down there.
Nothing special, just triple option, fullback taken, quarterback taken, and the pitchman picks up the first down. Now, trips, shotgun, roll. Church looking to the sideline, tipped in the air, and nearly 6 points for Ja'Cory Patterson.
Patterson had a bad week last week, dropping two there. They just run a flood to the left side.
With the coverage for the Cardinals.
Wide receiver sits down a little coral pattern, and he floats it up. Patterson's about 6'3". If he was 6'4", he picks that off. But it does cause the incompletion, so 2nd down and 10.
Back under center is Church. No motion. Fakes the handoff to DeBrowse. Forced to pitch immediately. The Cardinals string it out. And it's close to maybe a 1-2 yard gain for Corey Dick.
Tackled on the play by number 8.
Yeah, they're going to give him 3 on the play, just inside the 40. Needs to get to the 46 for the first down.
The Cardinals, looks like in the triple option, they've decided to make the pitchman beat us right now.
DeBrose, the lead, one of the top rushers in the GMC. Yeah, they pretty much said we're going to stop him.
Will now be held in the gymnasium at 7:30.
So shotgun formation.
Weather. Thank you.
Trips to the right. Here comes Deshaun Pace on a blitz. Throw in the air. Knocked away by Alonzo Kendricks.
Just floated up down there, kind of running 3 seams. Wide receiver had a little bit of room to catch it. That was Corey Hicks, and Alonzo Kendricks just come up. Ball just hangs a little bit too long, gets there, makes contact, knocks the ball down, incomplete. Here comes the punt unit.
Yeah, I think Deshaun Pace, everyone saw him coming from that safety blitz. He forces, jumps in the air, forces that high throw. Probably.
Well, he forces him to throw a little bit early, too, so didn't really get to complete his route.
Snap is back on the punt. A long time to get there. Kick is low and wobbly. Sincere Jones catches it, but he catches it going out of bounds.
Fielded by number 1, Sincere Jones. He steps out of bounds.
The Cardinals will take over at their own 36.
I believe that's the worst field position for the Colerain.
There's nothing Sincere Jones could do if he lets that bounce. It's going out of bounds. It either goes out of bounds or it keeps bouncing right past him.
Well, what do you do for your opponent? You've got Sincere Jones who could break it at any time. You got J.J. Davis. They've got their return men split on either side. So we've seen it in the last couple of weeks where they've just kind of kicked at the sidelines, and if they catch it, they're right there. They're going to step out.
Plus,
or they
if you're Sincere Jones and J.J. Davis, you kind of want more yards on offense the way this night's going.
Got a substitute, Hamza.
Abdul Wahid in a fullback. They did this a couple plays in the last drive. Just keeping pace fresh. Sincere Jones in motion. Step back, quarterback counter with a lead pulling guard. New little wrinkle. Cardinals pick up 3 yards on the play.
Smith Moore.
They run everybody left. They counter right with the quarterback. And who was that? That was Quasi Jones.
For the Cardinals.
Pulls out, follows. Quarterback follows him.
Well, we know not. I know we're showing you the scoreboard at home, and it says 2nd and 8. It's more like 2nd and 6. That is a huge discrepancy between the actual line of game and the scoreboard.
I go back and forth with Chris all the time. I don't watch the scoreboard. The scoreboard guy just kind of is never right, even at our places.
Handoff. Ivan Pace still on his feet.
Goodness.
Through 3 defenders, dragging 6 more of them with him before. That's 6 defenders finally take him down, but not before he crosses the Lakota East 30-yard line.
Yeah, he breaks through that defensive line, and he's bigger than all the linebackers and the defensive backs here. Lakota is, and he was. It was almost like says, "Hey guys, hop on for a ride." He carried them. Carried 6 defenders on his back all the way to the 30-yard line.
Now, granted, most of them were falling on him as his momentum was going to the ground, but he did have 6 defenders on his back. Handoff again, Pace up the middle. Tried to stay on his feet. He's finally cut down, but not before he picks up another 5 yards.
That's the way you got to take him down. A nice tackle there by 20 by Michael Howard. You got a tree like that, you chop him low, but he does pick up 5 on that.
Something wrong. Right? Coach Bolden, for some reason, is bent over. Is he all right?
I think somebody might have spilled some Febreze.
I don't know. That was an awkward.
No, it was. Yeah, he's very animated on the sidelines as we see a counter back to the left side.
Counter, Sincere Jones, and unfortunately for him, well, not unfortunately because he just made 3 men miss, split him, and gets up there. He had some room to run, but runs into his pulling guard, and that held him up, but he still somehow, should have lost 3-4 yards, somehow picks up the first down.
That's just being a bigger, stronger, faster right there. He had 3 Lakota East Thunderhawks there with him, and he just said, okay, I cut, you guys jump on, and he just split the difference. Another first down, the ball spotted at the Lakota East 20-yard line.
And Cardinals doing a lot of experimenting up front with different offensive linemen, trying to find that right combination. Fake the pitch, Smith Moore to throw. He's got Freddie Johnson, too much for him. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Not a bad area to try. They go play action, and Freddie kind of slips out of the backfield from the wing formation, runs a post pattern, just letting just a little bit too much.
Well, I think he threw it to the right spot. I think Freddie Johnson couldn't quite get separation, kind of slipped a little bit coming out of the
Slipped a little bit, and a little bit of contact coming off the line. You're right. The timing was just off a little bit there.
Cardinals again, too tight. Man in motion, jet sweep. J.J. Davis looking for the edge, slows down, makes the man miss, still on his feet, he's inside the 10-yard line.
You know, you like to celebrate a great run like that and give him credit, but did you see Sincere Jones block right there? Oh, my goodness. And it was almost like he was playing fullback. He gets out there and just looks for contact and just blew up the defender. So 1st and goal, Colerain Cardinals going to take the ball over. What is that, about the 5-yard line, 6-yard line?
And again, sometimes J.J. Davis is made that much better because Sincere Jones is so good up front, blocking outside. Man in motion. Deontay Smith-Moore hands it off. Ivan Pace stood up, keeps his feet moving. Did he fall to the end zone? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Ivan Pace, Jr.
Ivan Pace is met about the 2-yard line, drops his shoulder, and just drives through the middle linebacker into the end zone. Colerain Cardinal are having their way here at the Hawks Nest.
For the Cardinals, Alex
Mangold's going to attempt the extra point. Smith Moore on the hold. And I'll tell you what, it doesn't get talked about, but Ed Bolden, Colerain new long snapper. Colerain kind of struggled the first couple weeks till they found Ed Bolden here. And
Snap
he's done a great job.
Hold is down. Kick is
good.
And at the 1:14 mark of the first quarter, it's the Colerain Cardinals 28, the Lakota East Thunderhawks 0. Again, you can reach us in the booth at radio@wearecolerain.com. This one coming from sunny Corona, California. Lenny Lopez listening in, class of 85. You can also reach us directly in the YouTube chat. Give a shout out on the YouTube chat to Willie Finch, Roy Stevens, Tim Rigbar, and Thomas Stein. And some TGM 49. I have no idea who that is. Just a username.
You know, Lakota East coming into this game, running the option. What I would guess their game plan long, sustained drive. Keep the ball away from the Colerain offense. Get first downs, keep the ball on the ground. But these quick scores by Colerain, you would think two running teams, you wouldn't see 4 possessions in the first half. Colerain taking advantage of all 4 possessions, scoring 4 touchdowns.
Mangold set to kick. And the kick is away again. A high pop up towards the sidelines, trying to pin him deep, and that's exactly what the Cardinals do. They force him out of bounds. He'll get just past the 20-yard line. We'll see the official mark is.
He gets enough height on that kick. That ball was taken to the 6-yard line, and he had blockers ahead of him and tried to get the outside, but yet barely. Is almost exactly on the 20.
Ball slides their own 20-yard line. It's first
so just a 14-yard return. Good coverage again by the Colerain special teams.
So, go to East, down 28-0 early. See what they can do. Handoff up the middle.
Quarterback kept it. That might have been a busted play right there. That looks like they tried to run a little double counter. Didn't give the ball to either one of the running backs. Quarterback keeps it himself. Had trouble back. He was like 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Broke the initial tackle and did pick up about a yard and a half on that.
Very slow pace. DeBrosey does not get the ball. Church looks to the outside, keeps it up in the middle himself. Cardinals have him wrapped up at the 25-yard line.
They have decided to take DeBrosey completely out of this ball game. When the handoff was going to be made, he was just met right there. Mason Hill just destroyed the fullback. Made him force him to the outside.
And both teams will head to the sidelines, and that will be the last play of the first quarter after one quarter play here at Lakota East High School. It's your Colerain Cardinals 28, the Lakota East Thunderhawks 0.
Thanks again to our corporate sponsors. We couldn't do anything here at wearecolerain.com without the support of our corporate sponsors and without individual booster members. With what you volunteer and the money that you give, we can bring broadcasts like you hearing right now to the masses. So thanks again to our corporate sponsors: Long Schaefer, Friendship Baptist Church, Northwest Association of Educators, Joseph Toyota of Cincinnati, Quaker State and Lube, Langen Meats, Supercuts, Plato's Closet, Arab Pest Control, Fast Signs, Life Touch, Game On Sports Bar, Northgate Ford, La Rosa's, NovaCare, Paul Young Funeral Home, Midwest Stonescapes, Joe Capel Lawn and Landscape, Meyer, Friedhoff Accounting and Tax Service, The Underground Sports Shop, Oating Realtors, Skyline Chili, Shock Tile and Carpet, State Farm Insurance, the Cincinnati Police Credit Union, Hawksworth Blood Center, CAI Insurance, Valley Metalworks, and Queen City Running.
3rd down and 6. Back, look, play action, throws it in the air. Nice catch by Lebowski. He's going to fight for more yardage, but he's got plenty for the first down.
His pass is complete to number 88, Evan Yablonski, with a tackle with the Cardinals, number 8. Jakari Patterson.
Yeah, that was just a play action, and they floated out. They needed 10. He ran a little hook route. That was 11 yards. Just bang, bang. Tough to catch, or tough to defend.
It's the second time at first down for the Thunderhawks.
They're out to the Colerain, their own 37.
Handoff to Brosey. Did not keep it, but Church did and loses 2 yards.
With a keeper,
they are punishing DeBrosey every time he doesn't get the football.
The speed that these linebackers are getting, they're just blowing them up. But I tell you what, Mason Hill is doing a good job up front. Who else is up there? Donovan Owens. Is that Daryl Prackett? So it loses 2, 2nd down.
Handoff, fake, keep it, pitched. Cardinals all over it. and they'll just get back to the original line of scrimmage.
And our ball carrier number 8,
I tell you, I'm holding my breath every time they fake it to that. They put it in that fullback because he is getting hammered.
Ivan Pace just destroyed Church on that play.
When you're hitting the fullback 2 yards deep and then you're hitting the quarterback 4 yards deep, when he makes that pitch, the pitch man is 6 yards from the line of scrimmage, and he has to fight to get back, so no gain on that play. Rain's picking up right now. It's a 2nd down and 12.
3rd and 12.
Yeah, a little steadier Rain.
Shotgun trips to the left. Church under all sorts of pressure, scrambling, and he will get past the line of scrimmage, but Jane just 1 yard on the scramble, and it'll be 4th down for East.
Yeah, Colerain, Best, Bolden, all in on that. Mason Hill also forced up. Eric Phillips gets no credit on that tackle, but forced the quarterback up. So a 4th down and 11 again, the punt unit, and the rain is really coming down now.
Back to punt. Snap is back, and it's a bouncy, wobbly kick. Ja'Cory Patterson blocks it into the end zone. Ja'Cory Patterson recovers it. Touchdown, Colerain Cardinals.
I wonder if his teammate was going to let him there. The ball bounced the kicker, and he did a good job. He picks it up, and but Ja'Cory Patterson, it was almost like he was denying a dunk right there. He slaps that ball, and he goes to the end zone. I didn't catch the number of the man I was chasing with him.
10. Jaquan Jackson.
Jaquan Jackson. It's like, wait a minute. You're the only two within 25 yards of the ball. He's the one that knocked it down. They both dive on the ball, and Patterson has to wrestle it from his own teammate.
And on the bad snap, Ja'Cory Patterson, like you said, like a dunker going to the bucket and just getting smacked across the gym. That ball bounces 20 yards into the end zone. Patterson falls on it for a touchdown.
I believe he gave him the Nakembe Natumbo finger. Not in my house.
Snap back, hold is down, kick is up. And good into the 9:44 mark of the second quarter. It's the Colerain Cardinals 35. Lakota East Thunderhawks 0.
You know, what more can you say? Colerain almost playing a perfect game right now. They're doing everything absolutely correct. We're not seeing any flags. It's a very clean game. They're being very physical up on both lines. That's where it's being controlled, but Lakota East has done absolutely nothing offensively and have not stopped the Colerain Cardinals defensively. And now, special teams. Colerain perfect again on an extra point after a blocked punt.
Couple score updates. And by couple, I mean we only have a couple. Elder and Winton Woods tied at 7. Mason on top of Middletown, 7-0. St. Xavier on top of Clarkson Football North of Canada, 14-7. Kings on top of Milton, 14-13. Mentor and Solon tied at 7. Fairmont trailing Wayne, 14-0. And LaSalle has already defeated Broward International from Florida. That game was canceled due to weather. That was a joke. They didn't actually play the game.
No.
It was failed attempt at humor.
Yep.
I was trying to quickly get back
so.
to the game. Mangold kickoff.
Back taking about the 2-yard line, looking for a block up front. Colerain Cardinals on coverage. Sees a little bit of a crease. Nice blocking up front, but again, where are they at, Brandon?
Kickoff is fielded by number
25.
Josh Thornhill,
nope.
the Thunderhawks.
Getting a little bit better spot.
Nope, he's getting a little bit of a worse. They're going to get him at a 24.5.
Oh, okay. I'm watching the guy with the flag. Where's he going? Okay, I got him now.
Another score update. Princeton trails Lakota West.
24-yard line. It's
7-6.
Thunderhawks.
Yeah, slight misting rain that we had early disappeared for a while. Now we've got a little bit more steady rain.
So Church back under center for the Thunderhawks. Man in motion, fake it to him. He's going to roll the other way, and Ivan Pace Jr. is there for the sack.
You can't run play action like that against Colerain. We've seen it time and time again. If you do, you've got to take that 3-step drop and get rid of it as quickly as possible. They go play action, and if you don't block the weak side, you know the opposite side linebacker for Colerain is coming. And Ivan Pace got there before the quarterback could even set his foot to throw.
Yeah, that play did not work. Not in the least. It'll be 2nd and 18 for the Thunderhawks. Not a good set of downs for a option team. Handoff to Brosey. He's still, nope, that's not him on his feet. That's a lineman. Pushing forward to Brosey, held to just 3 yards on the play.
Thunderhawk ball carrier number 30, Jack DeBrosey. With a tackle for the Cardinals, number 99, Eric Phillips.
Eric Phillips with the tackle for the Cardinals.
Yeah, first time we'd heard Phillips' name tonight. The UC commit. What he does what he's doing tonight on this option team is he's just blowing up the side. He's occupying blockers and freeing the linebackers. If we've got a 3rd down and 13, shotgun formation.
Takes it straight, drop back, throws, stop, pop. Cardinals let him make the catch, but he's going to be well short of the first down mark.
Pass is complete to number 3.
Needed 14, got 10.
With a tackle for the Cardinals, number 4,
that's
Alonzo
8.
Kendrick. 4th down, Thunderhawks.
So the last one blocked on a bad snap. As we said, the rain's picked up, going to make that ball a little bit slippery.
Number 1,
Rivera has been a little bit slow getting it off, as we saw earlier, but did a good job catching the bounce snap last time. See if Colerain comes after him
Cardinals
again.
bringing the pressure again. This time Jaquan Jackson just missed it. Both Sincere Jones dropped it. Luke Bolden still loose. Sincere Jones back on top of it.
That ball bounced and hit the ground. Sincere Jones saw a little bit of a seam, and sometimes if you get the right hop and you can catch him over pursuing, and that's what he did, and it was there, but you got to catch the ball first. Took his eye off it, it bounced off a couple of guys from Lakota East. Was that Luke that picked it up?
No,
Luke Bolden.
Sincere picked it back up.
Luke Bolden jumped on it, scored it out again, and went right back to Sincere Jones. So Colerain kind of catches the break. They have the ball, first down at their own 30. 31.
Fullback option, pitches it. Pace makes a man miss an open field, still on his feet. Across the 50-yard line for a Cardinal first down.
Freddie Johnson makes the block on the outside, but as we said, we've seen the speed option with the fullback going out wide a lot of times from the shotgun formation. This time we're seeing that out of the wing.
First down.
Well, we see it this time too. We've been seeing that motion underneath jet sweep. They fake that, go the other way with a speed option, create some space.
I like the creativity of the offense this year. A little bit of misdirection. Changes up the blocking scheme up front from your offensive lineman. And who do you defend?
Well, also how you defend it. Handoff, Sincere Jones, jet sweep, being patient, still running to the outside, and just never got north to south. But I'll tell you what, he delivered a blow on the sidelines.
Knocked out of bounds.
Well, you know what? If he doesn't deliver the blow, he probably gets a late hit out of bounds. 22 from Lakota East. Hits him about 3 yards out. But Sincere saw him coming and just kind of bounced off him and said, all right, no. And referee just kind of, I do what referee's discretion, just kind of held on to that flag, no flag. No harm, no foul.
2nd and 5. J.J. Davis in motion. Deontay Smith-Moore, hands off. Ivan Pacey. He saw green but got tripped up from behind. Just past the line of scrimmage, but he still falls forward for 3 yards.
Play by number 33.
He had green in front of him, but a nice play. I believe that was Hayden King from the ground. He was pancake blocked, but he reached up and he grabbed his shoelace. Pace is probably still running if he doesn't get a hand on him. 3rd down. Is this one of the first 3rd down conversions we've had?
3rd down conversion? Did you say 4th down conversion?
I said 3rd down.
Yeah. Oh.
It's 3rd down and 2. Been
Smith-Moore, handoff, Pace over the top, still on his feet, falls forward, and he's got about 9-10 yards on the play for the first down. We did have one earlier, did the exact same play for Ivan Pace for a first down.
So that'll bring the ball. The ball will be spotted at the Lakota East 33. First down for the Colerain Cardinals.
6:15 remaining in the half.
Have not seen a passing touchdown tonight. This is about the area of the field that Bolden likes to throw the ball.
I formation for the Cardinals. Smith-Moore, handoff, Pace through the middle, still on his feet, over top of the safety, and 3 defenders finally take him down. But he's got another Cardinal first down.
Nothing fancy there. He just gives it to the fullback up the middle. Great blocking by the offensive line. He is not touched until he passes a linebacker.
First down, Cardinals.
down to the 22.
5:45 to play in the half. I don't know why I said it like that, but it's quite exciting. Again, I formation for the Cardinals, though Hamza Abdul-Wahid into the game. And a little confusion up front, and the Cardinals finally have a negative play. And Smith Moore is brought down for a loss of 1.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure that if he kind of bobbled that snap a little bit, something was off on the timing of the fullback, the quarterback, wingback. They are going opposite side. Give credit to the Lakota East Thunderhawks for a good stop. 2nd down and 12.
A little confusion on the play on the sidelines. Cardinals have 9 seconds to get it in.
4, 3.
And a timeout from the sideline. Yeah. Timeout Colerain with 4:49 to play in the half. The Cardinals lead 35-0. That is their first timeout of the half.
Yeah, not a bad timeout. You're kind of a little confused on personnel right now. You haven't had too many 2nd down and longs. We've seen from Colerain, you want to get as many points as you can in the first half. You're not letting off the gas just yet. But after that 2-yard loss, just a little bit of confusion in personnel right now. But out of that, they came back and they were in the same formation, the back of the I formation with two wide receivers to the right. Didn't change it much, so not sure where the confusion was. Colerain calls a timeout.
Score update. Lakota West with a 92-yard interception return by the UC commit J.J. Ross. They lead Princeton 13-6.
Kind of a little surprise right there.
And a field goal has put Elder on top of Whitten Woods 10-7. Kings now leads Milford 21-13. Cardinals 2nd and 12.
Switch up their formation back to the double wing, 1 wide receiver, 1 tight end.
False motion from J.J. Davis. He steps back to the line of scrimmage. Motion again, J.J. Davis. Smith Moore keeps it, spins.
Ball's loose.
And Lakota East has it.
Yeah, they just go option right. That was just good contact. Lakota East hit 2 guys, hit the quarterback, and the slippery ball in this weather just pops right out of his hand. I tell you what, that's one thing. You'll see fumbles in the option a lot. It's a risk-reward offense, but you normally see it in the mesh in the middle field. Colerain running backs and quarterback do a great job hanging on to the ball with contact, but this time he kind of spun a little bit, trying to get extra yards, and kind of had his back kind of a little bit to the linebacker and exposed the ball a little bit, and a strong hit from the Thunderhawks. They'll get the ball at their own 22.
4:40 to play in the half. Church under center. And they were offsides.
It looked like the tight end or one of the wings from the left side.
False start called against the Thunderhawks. 5-yard penalty. It'll be first.
Yeah, they were running a counter at his side, a little excited. It'll be 1st and 15 now.
Tell you the body language of this Lakota East team. They know they're a little bit overmatched.
A little bit, just a tad.
So 5 yards on that. Brings it back to the 17. 1st down and 15.
Church fakes it. No one's there to take the fake, and he's tackled for a big loss by Dante Coolio.
They run the option. The quarterback goes right. Everybody else goes left. He put the ball out, and there was nobody there. And what do? You got Eric Phillips and Corleone right there.
I called it a fake. I don't know if it was supposed to. I don't know if it was supposed to be a fake. Just no one was going that direction.
That was not a fake. That was a mistake. He went right and put the ball out there, and there was nobody in gray shirts on that right side of that hash. So another loss.
2nd and 18. Step back pass looks nearly another touchdown. for Ja'Cory Patterson.
Sean Church's pass is intended for number 88.
You weren't here last week. Patterson, Brandon, had two interceptions hitting in the chest, dropped them both. An emotional player, kind of lost his cool a little bit, slammed his helmet down, but then had to face Coach Bolden and the coaching staff. Got a little talking to.
He had a nice little Fortnite dance there. Afternoon.
So that's what I didn't know if that was a Gravedigger Fortnite.
It was a Fortnite
but
dance.
That's young man, don't celebrate unless you make that play.
Well, he did make the play. Shotgun, drop back, 5 wide, Church scrambling. He's going to find some space, stays on his feet.
Number 4, Sean
and they're going to give him the line to gain for a first down. So on 3rd and 18, Church on a quarterback draw, 5 wide, gets the first down.
That wasn't as much Church as much as we've praised his team. That was your 4 defensive backs celebrating that last play, anticipating the pass here, and surprised by the run and the effort on that defense. They a little bit lax on that point.
Step back, Church keeps it pitched. No one is there to take the pitch, and it's going to be a huge loss for Lakota East.
Everything they gained on that first down, they just lost. They went option right. Nothing spectacular. Colerain blows up the fullback, and Church pitches back to the and completely misses the pitch man.
Well, the pitch man just was not there. A 16-yard loss. It was at the 32. Now it's at the 16.
Clock still running. How much time's left?
Just under 3 minutes to play in the half. Cardinals have 2 timeouts remaining. I think they might use one of them here coming up. Motion, step back, counter coming the other way, and that goes nowhere.
Mason Hill stayed home on that counter. He goes unblocked but doesn't chase the play.
Excuse me, that's Corey Dick with the carry. It'll be 3rd and 25 for East.
So 3rd and 25, what do you call if you're Lakota East? Your best offensive play on 3rd and long has been the quarterback
definitely
draw.
Running ball that forced the Cardinals to take one of their 2 timeouts. They're going to get the clock under 2 minutes to play in the half. Cardinals do get the ball to start the second half. Motion man, step back, play action, looking to go on the out and up, and Church throws it up. And Sincere Jones knocks it away from Ja'Cory Patterson. Now, both of those players play for Colerain, but they both knocked it away from each other.
Yeah, they go play action right there. And I don't know if it's much as the stop and go, the hook and go, or as the defensive back from Colerain Cardinals just not letting him off the line of scrimmage.
So the Cardinals don't get to keep both of their timeouts now.
Does stop the clock.
Punt is just got off. J.J. Davis waits for the fair catch at the Lakota East 40-yard line. That's where the Cardinals will take over with 1:44 to play in the half.
Number 23, J.J. Davis.
Best starting field position for the Colerain Cardinals.
Well, technically, the best starting field position was the end zone on the Ja'Cory Patterson.
That's the finish, though. That's not a start.
That's where the Cardinals picked up the ball in the end zone by Ja'Cory Patterson.
Sees what Colerain does. 2 of their timeouts left.
They're under center. Fake the handoff to Sincere Jones. Step back, throw, open over the middle. J.J. Davis, and he just overshot him. I don't know where DSM was throwing that ball.
I believe we get a little roughing the pass right there. DSM gets the ball off. Good pressure from the outside. But a couple extra steps.
With the coverage for the Thunderhawks, number 31.
Is that 89 or 99?
Flag on the play.
89. Aaron Hundemer. And J.J. Davis was open on the seam down the middle. DSM's pass went down the left hash way to the wrong direction of J.J. Davis. But
penalty is called against the Thunderhawks. First down,
roughing the passer call brings it to the 25.
I tell you, your defensive line in Dundermer better watch himself. He's in the face of an official. His teammate does pull him back.
He's also right in front of an offensive line that just got their quarterback got hit. Shotgun now for the Cardinals. Trip. They're going to go speed option the other way. pitches it, J.J. Davis flipped in the air, but he's right at the marker, but they're not going to say he's out of bounds, so the clock will continue to run.
How did he? Well, we're all the way across the field. I don't know how he's not called out of field. He hit and he was flipped and he landed out of bounds. It looked like from here, but 2nd and 1.
Snap back to the same play again. Out in front, J.J. Davis. That might be a pass.
That's a forward pass. Oh, and so you look into the end zone. Who is that?
Number 23, J.J. Davis.
T.J. Ganella, the offensive lineman, started at about the 16-yard line, and he took his man 4 yards deep into the end zone. But yeah, that might be considered they run speed option right, but the J.J. Davis is in front of the quarterback when he pitches the ball, so that's a forward pass right there. So we have passing stats.
We'll see how the scorekeeper marks it. Under a minute to play. DSM takes it, keeps it, slips through 2 defenders into the end zone. Touchdown. DSM, Deontay Smith-Moore.
Yeah, Colerain brings in the big package right there. They got 2 linebackers and the big defensive end come in and go. He goes right behind him, just patiently waits, hides behind that wall of humanity till he sees a crease and just kind of walks into the end zone.
It looked like Lakota East had him at the 5-yard line, and he just kind of squeezed between them.
Just waited. Kept the extra point. Number 16, Chris Mangold with the hold.
Bolden with the snap. Smith-Moore with the hold. Mangold with the kick. Snap is back. Hold is down. Kick it.
Extra point is good. Score stands. Colerain Cardinals 42.
It's good. And with 47 seconds to play in the first half, it's the Colerain Cardinals.
I tell you,
42.
DSM showed some great hands right there. That snap was that was actually behind his head. Does a great job. And I looked down. I think Mango might have actually kicked his hand. That's why, Brandon, you took a little bit of time because that ball took a while to get to the goalpost.
No, I took that long because it was funny.
Oh, I tell you, next time you're funny, wave a flag. I'll laugh politely.
Oh, see, that's a callback to before, isn't it? Oh, man. See, if I have to
that's professionalism.
If I have to explain the joke, though, it's not funny.
Corey Dick.
As long as it's funny, haven't I taught you all your life? As long as it's funny to you, doesn't matter if anybody else.
Yeah, but you didn't even laugh. That was so bad.
No, I laughed on the inside. Karate Man laughs on the inside.
Mangold set to kick off.
Mangold doing a good job all night. Only put 1 in the end zone, but consistently good height for his coverage.
Mangold's kick. This one will be fielded about the 2-3 yard line by Dick. Patiently trying to find some space. Cardinals stretching it out. He'll get across the 20, but not across the 25.
Fielded by number 29, Corey Dick.
Walk away.
Brought down on the play by number 28.
It's a little bit of a late hit. Referees allow. Colerain team doesn't respond on that late hit, but does their good job. I tell you, nice job. This We Are Colerain staff on the field. So we see.
If you're not following us on Twitter, follow us on Twitter. We Are Colerain.
Yeah, we've got cameras on the field. Jason Helfridge doing a great job right there.
I mean, he just kind
of. You
of
can follow us on Twitter and then Snapchat. We'll post the videos on Facebook tomorrow. Church going to keep it. Hit hard. Not actually down. The whistle was blown. He was on top of a Colerain defender. He'll pick up 3 yards. And Lakota East, though, will not have to run another play if they don't want to. Looks like they're going to. And finally, a handoff to DeBrosey. DeBrosey with his largest run of the day. Picks up a yard. That'll be it for the first half after one half of play here at Lakota East High School. It's your Colerain Cardinals 42. Lakota East Thunderhawks 0. We will go radio silent until about 5 minutes remaining on the scoreboard. We'll be back with halftime stats and scores from around the city. Thank you for listening. Colerain football on wearecolerain.com.
And we are back with second half. As we get ready for the second half here at Lakota East High School, it's Brandon White alongside Brian White. We have some halftime stats and scores. Which one do we want to do first?
Let's do the stats.
Okay, we're going to do scores first then. In the GMC, Fairfield leads Oak Hills at halftime 34-3.
The Highlanders
Of Oak Hills, you're correct. The Comets of... Which team is the Comets?
I'm not sure.
Mason leads the Middies. Are from what school?
Hilliard-Davidson?
The Mason leads Middletown 17-0 at halftime. And then one surprise in the one of two surprises in the GMC at halftime.
Surprises.
The Lakota West it's the Firebirds lead the Princeton Vikings 16-6 at halftime.
To tell you what, that's one of the biggest surprises we've seen on the board in a long time.
Elsewhere, Hamilton 14, Sycamore 14 at halftime. In the GCL, Moeller and St. Ignatius are tied at 0 because they don't play till 2 o'clock tomorrow.
That was a joke.
There you go. At halftime, on the back of a field goal kick, Elder leads Whitten Woods 10-7 at halftime. St. Xavier hosting our brethren from the north, Clarkson football north of Canada. And turns out Clarkson doesn't know how to play football without 12 men. They trail St. X 31-7 at halftime. Elsewhere, it was 21-7 Kings. It is now 27-21 Milford. They lead Kings at halftime. Turpin on top of Anderson, 17-14. Hilliard-Davidson, 7. Dublin-Kaufman, 7 at halftime. And the big matchup in Central Ohio, Pickerington North versus Pickerington Central. The defending state champions, Pickerington Central, lead 13-0 at halftime. Elsewhere, Huber Heights Dayton Wayne led 14-0 over Kettering Fairmont. They now trail 28-20 to Fairmont. Fairmont battling to win the G-Walk outright with that win. Elsewhere, up north, Mentor and Solon tied at 7 at halftime. Down south, Cupcast leads Highlands 14-7, and the big matchup in the middle of nowhere, Ohio, Tippecanoe leads Greenville 16-0.
All right, let's hear some halftime stats.
Quick score update before you get to those stats.
I hate you.
Northmont leads Centerville 35-7. The Hughes Big Red trail the Woodward Big Blue. The battle of colors there, red versus blue. The blue Woodward leads 32-6.
Are you done?
Yeah, go ahead with the halftime.
All right, here we go. Colerain at half, leading 42-0 over Lakota East. Colerain has 14 first down. Lakota East with only 3. Colerain has run 25 times for 242 yards. Lakota East, the number 3 rushing team in the GMC, 20 carries, 20 yards. Colerain has no passing yards according to Lakota East stats, but I think that one run.
So no, that means they ruled it.
They ruled it a run. So Lakota East, 2 for 9 with 20 for 21 yards. Time of possession, Colerain has only had the ball 9 minutes and 39 seconds for those 42 points. Lakota East 14 minutes and 21 seconds. Leading rushers for Lakota East, their quarterback, has 10 carries for 24 yards. DeBrosi, one of the top backs in the GMC. Colerain they've decided that they're stopping him tonight. Only 3 carries for 6 yards. For Colerain, 9 carries and 105 yards and a touchdown for Ivan Pace. J.J. Davis, 5 carries, 76 yards, and 1 touchdown. Sincere Jones, 4 carries, 38 yards, and a touchdown. Deontay Smith-Moore, 7 carries, 21 yards, and 1 touchdown. Passing, Deontay Smith-Moore is 0 for 2. Sean Church for Lakota East is 2 for 9, as I said, for 21 yards. Receptions of 12 and 9 yards by Yablonsky and Hicks. Jakari Patterson has been credited in the stat books for a 100-yard punt return. Actually, it's a punt block. So if you look at the GMC stats that's turned in, it's not a punt return, but a punt block. He's done it. J.J. Davis has 1 return for 9 yards. Ivan Pace leads the Colerain Cardinals in tackling. He has a total of 6. Luke Bolton with 5. Donovan Owens with 4. Jakari Patterson with 4. For the Lakota East, Justin Katona has 6. Quentin Moss has 5. Dylan Sawyers 3. And Josh Jones 3. Scores, as we said, by J.J. Davis. 18 yards out run. And I'll tell you what, we're going to stop right there. No, these are all
wrong.
Mangled and
Mangled doesn't play anything but kicker.
Yeah. So
doesn't make any tackles or throw any passes.
All right. So scoring, we'll try to decipher this. J.J. Davis gets a rushing touchdown. Then Deshaun Pace gets a fumble return. Then Sincere Jones gets a running touchdown. Ivan Pace with a running touchdown. And then Jakari Patterson, the blocked punt, and he recovers it himself for the touchdown. And Deontay Smith-Moore ends it with a touchdown himself. All the extra points by Chris Mangold were good, and that leads us to where we're at right now at halftime at the Hawks' Nest, 42-0, Colerain Cardinals.
Compelling and rich.
You know, when you've got a game, this is about we knew coming in tonight, Colerain heavily favored, but we haven't seen a dominate on every single play. It's almost like watching 2 different levels.
Once again, I'd like to gratefully acknowledge the financial support of the following corporate sponsors.
Like you're watching a Division I team against a Division 7 team. I mean, the Colerain is just controlling line of scrimmage, special teams, everything. Colerain just complete dominance.
Colerain Cardinals will receive the opening kickoff of the second half. And as a reminder, by Ohio High School Athletic Association rules, since the Cardinals are up more than 30 points, there will be a running clock here in the second half. The clock only stopping on timeouts and change of possessions.
And again, thanks to all of our corporate sponsors that make everything we do here possible. Thank you to Queen City Running, Valley Metalworks, CAI Insurance, Hawksworth Blood Center, Cincinnati Police Credit Union, State Farm Insurance, Shock Tile and Carpet, Skyline Chili, Oding Realtors, The Underground Sports Shop, Friedhoff Accounting and Tax Service, Myers, Joe Capel Lawn and Landscaping, Midwest Stonescapes, Paul Young Funeral Home, NovaCare, La Roses,
located on Princeton Glendale Road,
Northgate Ford, Game On Sports Bar, Life Touch, Fast Signs, Arab Pest Control, Plato's Closet, Supercuts, Langan Meats, Quaker Steak and Lube, Joseph Toyota Cincinnati, Northwest Association of Educators, Friendship Baptist Church, and Longshafer.
Couple of quick updates. Colerain with a win tonight will all but secure the 1 seed in the Region 4 playoffs. A team fighting for the 8th seed is Western Hills High School.
West High?
West High, looking to make the playoffs for the first time since 2000. They were tied with 4 minutes to play, 0-0 when Taft. All they have to do is basically beat one of either Taft or Little Miami in their last 3 games. It was 0-0. So the opening kickoff is a squib kick taken up top of the up man by the Colerain Cardinals. He will go absolutely nowhere, but he holds onto the ball as Brandon Sinclair, the sophomore tight end, gets the return to the 38-yard line of Lakota East. It was 0-0 between West High and Taft. It is now 14-0.
Who?
Taft.
Okay, Taft. So Colerain will take the possession of the ball. We do have a lot of substitutions. Almost the entire offensive line has been switched. You know what? We normally would see the ones for an entire, for at least one series. They have completely subbed. Freddie Johnson is in at quarterback.
And he keeps it around the end. Keeps it. Gets to the 40-yard line on a first down.
Yeah, so we've seen it in the past. Colerain comes out of the locker room with their ones, runs a series. Then the second series, they run with the 1 offensive line and the 2 skills. They've gone every 2 out there on the field starting the second half. So they put So Hamza Abdul-Wahid is your fullback. Freddie Johnson is a quarterback.
Motion man, stutter step. Freddie Johnson off the fake, keeps it himself, trying to find some space, cuts back. It'll be right at the first down marker. We'll see who the spot is.
He's an absolute athlete out there. There really wasn't a lot there. And he just almost running past everybody like they're standing still. But in traffic, just dip, dodge, duck. He picks up the first down.
Well, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. In this case,
you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a Thunderhawk.
Apparently, he didn't let me finish my statement, but that's kind of what I was going to say. But thanks for interrupting me. Man, first down for the Colerain Cardinals.
I tell you what, it looks like Lakota East has subbed in their.
Well, again, Lakota West is playing Princeton, not here. Yep. But Lakota East does have their twos in. Freddie Johnson hands it off. Hamza Abdul-Wahid threw one tackler, still on his feet, threw three more. They finally takes three more East defenders to drag him down, but he's got another Cardinal first down.
Yeah, the junior fullback, only listed in the program as 170, but he runs hard through contact.
This will be the assumed combination next year between Freddie Johnson, the quarterback, and Hamza Abdul-Wahid, a fullback. Johnson takes it and hands it off to Hamza. He's still rolling forward, but there's a pile in front of him, and there's nowhere to go. He'll pick up just two on the play.
Abdul-Wahid with a tackle for the Thunderhawks, number 57.
Again, running clock with the score, with the Cardinals with a 30-plus point lead.
We're almost getting a preview of the JV game you're going to see tomorrow. You're not doing anything tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock at Colerain High School. These same two teams will meet at the JV level.
Probably not all of the same players. Freddie Johnson, not the JV quarterback. Jet sweep motion coming back the other way. Still on his feet, falling forward is Shannon Murray.
Number 19, Shannon Murray.
Shannon Murray, just a sophomore, comes on the jet sweep.
Number 57.
He picks up about 6 to make it 3rd and 2.
Third down, Cardinals.
The Cardinals. They have a limited amount of quarters, so since Freddie Johnson is the starting wideout, he does not have enough quarters to play the whole game as the quarterback on the JV level.
That rule has changed a couple times. I'm not really sure what it is. 6 quarters?
Yeah, and also it's not really enforced that much. It's sort of an honor system. You're like as long as you don't try to run it up on me, I won't run it up on you. Freddie Johnson pulls out of the mesh, nowhere to go. He'll lose 2 yards.
Ball carrier number 28, Freddie Johnson.
Yeah, he reads off the fullback there, keeps it himself. No. And if he gives it to the fullback, I'm not sure if that's going to be successful or not, but this is an interesting area. He loses 2 yards, so it's going to make it 4th down and 5, and you're not going to kick a field goal from this far, and you're not going to punt, so the Colerain's going to leave their offense on the field.
At the East 35-yard line. They need to get to the 31. Also, the play clock has been turned off. I was just going to say that. I was just looking for a play clock because they've taken a long time getting out of this huddle, but I know the regular clock doesn't run it, but they should at least have a play clock. The back judge has not put his hand in the air yet, so. Man in motion, fake it. Freddie Johnson's going to look to throw. Nothing there, steps back, still on his feet, and he's got nowhere to go.
Cardinal ball carrier number 28.
Yeah, he rolls out left, and he's a left-handed thrower, so he just good coverage downfield, nobody to throw to. Tried to cut back, but, Lakota East does not give him a lane or anywhere to get loose, so they turn over the ball. Colerain has finally stopped on downs. It's the first time they haven't scored on possession. Lakota East with their best field position to start this this series, best field position of the game at their own 40. Couple substitutions into the game, not all full substitutions, but still the starting quarterback and fullback combination. Oh, I'm talking about the Colerain Cardinals. Step back Church keeps it, tries to cut it up, and there's a flock of Cardinals
number 4,
there on the play. Dante Corleone along with Doug Davis on the play.
With a tackle for the Cardinals, number 22.
Along with Jalen Thomas. Couple substitutions. It's still the one secondary minus Sincere Jones. Yeah, Jaquan Jackson there for him. At linebacker, you have Xander Kendall and Darrell Patrick and Willie Finch checked in. Mike Best, the sophomore, still in there now directing the defense. Church. Cards out the signal. Motion man, step back, handoff up the middle. And it'll be just a minimal 2, maybe 3-yard gain for Rosie.
Yeah, sophomore Dante Corleone, 6'2", 225-pound defensive lineman, meets Dabrowski at the line of scrimmage. Dabrowski, excuse me. Dabrowski makes a little bit of yards out of the contact, make it a little bit easier. Let's see, 3rd down and 8.
Elijah Malik also into the play for the Cardinals. Patterson coming in on a safety blitz. He steps back. Cardinals applying pressure. That's a throw and a hope. And nearly picked up by Jaquan Jackson, but the diving just out of reach.
Trying to take advantage of the mismatch right there. Jaquan Jackson, listen to your program at 5'10", is covering the 6'6" wide, or excuse me, 6'9" wide receiver. Throws a jump ball, but is nowhere near where the receiver is.
I'll tell you what, that was a really good play by Jakari Patterson. He was clearly coming on a safety blitz.
Hey, look, kick coverage. This is the first time we've seen 2 different return men in on the punt.
This is, I don't know if this is, it's
Patterson and Pace.
I think this is more of your safeties are back deep, just in case. Nearly blocked, and the punt will go out of bounds. Good pressure applied by Jalen Thomas. Forces an errant kick. That was a really good play by Jakari Patterson. He was coming on a safety blitz, but sees there's no one covering the running back slipping out of the backfield. He backpedals to cover it, and the rider. That's where Church wanted to throw the ball, but saw Patterson in coverage. He's forced to scramble around and just throw it out.
So a 3 and out. Colerain's second team back in. They're going to take the ball. They're going to start this possession at their own 35,
and the clock is running again.
I love that rule.
I hate it.
What, the running clock?
Yep. All these kids get less playing time.
Yeah.
Handoff around the edge. Josh Mason trying to find some space, just can't get to the edge, and he'll lose 3 yards on the play.
Mason tackled in the backfield by number 22.
Nice play by the Michael Howard. The junior linebacker doesn't let him turn the corner. As a matter of fact, takes him down for a loss. He's going to lose almost 3 on that play.
So it'll be 2nd and 13.
It's a good time for the counter.
They just ran the counter.
No, that was a jet sweep.
That was a counter. Ooh, score update. Big one here. They've opened it up, have the Red Devils. Tippecanoe 43, Greenville nothing. Freddie Johnson hands it off. Hamza Abdul, he does not get past the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 12 now as Hamza held to a 1-yard gain.
Stacked up to the line of scrimmage by number 47, Aaron Sharp.
So 3rd down and that's called 12 yards. Colerain needs to get to the 45.
Covcath now leads Highlands 21-7.
Gavin Watson, lone wide receiver. Oh, just throw it deep. You got one-on-one coverage right there.
They're also up 42 points. Step back, counter, faked it, handoff, keeps it up, and no gain. Maybe 2.
Let's call it 4.
Let's call it 2.5. Shannon Murray on the carry. And for the first time tonight, we get to see Lawson Sandusky.
In punt formation for the
Cardinals. In punt formation. He did make a tackle earlier on kickoff coverage.
Back to return, Evan Yablonsky.
Number 88, Evan Yablonsky.
Score update. Scoring as time expires in the half. Kings now leads Milford 28-27.
Snap is back. The kick is off.
And
he roughed the kicker big time.
Well, you got to give 47 credit.
For the fair catch.
You know what? I'll give
Aaron Sharp. If you're gonna rough the kicker, and that's exactly what he did.
Well, I got to give him credit too to Aaron Sharp, the junior. After he realized his mistake, he went back to the punter, shook his hand, and said, "My bad." Well, I'm assuming he said "my bad," but yeah.
Or he could have gone and started to talk some smack. You don't know. We can't hear from back here.
No.
Lawson Sandusky is not one to back down. We saw a couple weeks back when he had a big booming punt get just as excited as Coach Bolden or anyone else on the side.
With the penalty against the Thunderhawks, it's first down for the Cardinals.
That will give Colerain Cardinals a first down. Was a personal foul. So the ball's going to be spotted at the 50-yard line.
So
of Lakota East.
Freddie Johnson under center. Cardinals get a first down. Man in motion, underneath, step back, not there. Freddie Johnson all alone trying to make something happen. Makes one man miss, cuts back, still on his feet, across it, trying to get the edge. He gets past the first down marker for a Cardinal. First down all by himself.
You know, that's just one of those plays that you get when you've got second and third team in there. They went option left. Freddie Johnson was not on the same page as your fullback, was not on the same page as your offensive line, was not on the same page as your wingbacks. So that play was broken to begin with, but shows athleticism and cuts back across the field. He should have lost 12. He ran 60 yards to get 11.
Motion man fakes it. No, he doesn't. Has handed off up the middle and tackled at the line of scrimmage is Shannon Murray.
Cardinal ball carrier number 19.
Yeah, Shannon Murray just got to make a decision right there. He's running on that inside jet sweep, and you've got to make a decision and turn it upfield at some point in time, and he just stretched it out. Now, I'll tell you what, nice tackle by Jackson Alehi, the senior defensive back.
And as the clock strikes 0, after 3 quarters of play here at the Hawks Nest at Lakota East High School, it's the Colerain Cardinals 42, the Lakota East Thunderhawks 0.
So again,
score update.
Got a score update. What do you got?
Walnut Hills leads Loveland 21-20. Continue.
All right. Well, last thanks again to our corporate sponsors. Make everything we do here at wearecolerain.com and bring it to you. So thanks again to Longshaver, Friendship Baptist Church, Northwest Association of Educators, Joseph Toyota of Cincinnati, Quaker Steak and Lube, Langan Meats, Supercuts, Plato's Closet, Arab Pest Control, Fast Signs, Life Touch, Game On Sports Bar, Northgate Ford, La Rosa's, Novacare, Paul Young Funeral Home, Midwest Stonescape, Joe Capel Lawn and Landscaping. We'll get thanking a couple of back to action. That was a quick switch of the field. Colerain's going to second down and 8 at the Lakota East 38.
Johnson sends the man in motion, hands it off. Hamza Abdullahi waiting patiently behind his offensive line, pushes it forward, and he's got about 5-6 yards on the carry.
And all their corporate sponsors: Meyer, Friedhoff Accounting, Tax Service, Underground Sports Shop, Holding Realtors, Skyline, Shuck Tile and Carpet, State Farm Insurance, Cincinnati Police Credit Union, Hawksworth Blood Center, CAI Insurance, Valley Metalworks, and Queen City Running. Picks up 4 on the play, going to make it a second down and 3.
It's picked up 5 yards in the play, makes it 3rd and 3.
What was I looking at? I saw, another busted play.
Freddie Johnson, though, stays on his feet, trying to make men and miss in a phone booth, and he makes 1, but can't make 2 or 3 miss. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know, that's the one thing when you get to the second team, they don't get a lot of reps in practice.
Don't get a lot of blocking on the second level. It's now 4th down. And it looks like the Cardinals...
Yeah, they're in the same spot they were last time. They're at the 36-yard line. They need to get to the 29. They're not going to kick from here, or are they? Nope, few subs in.
What if you throw everyone off and you
kick it? No,
you run for a safety, but then fake it, run it back the other way and kick a punt.
The drop kick is still legal.
And if it makes it to the end zone, it's a touchback.
Under center.
Step back, looking to throw Gavin Watson on a curl right at the first down marker, fighting forward, and he's going to get it.
Freddie Johnson's pass is complete.
I tell you what, he had a little bit of zip on that ball. Gavin Watson just runs a hook route right at the chains. Kind of bobbled the ball a little bit, taken down, but stretched for the first down.
And I'll tell you what, I know it's against Lakota East twos, but the difference between Freddie Johnson coming in as the second-team quarterback now versus week 1 when he came in, when Deontay Smith-Moore's helmet came off.
A little bit excited when he came in earlier.
A little bit scared, you got to think. Not in a bad way. There's nothing wrong with being scared. That means you care. Fakes it, handoff, sweep up the middle, and that is a big hit on Josh Mason.
Number 19, Shannon Murray.
Deshaun Murray, they've run a couple of these inside counters to him a couple different times. Really not giving him a lot of help with the blocking. He's taken a couple good shots.
Score update. The University of Cincinnati leads Tulsa 2-0 in a women's volleyball game.
I don't know if you can hear the Lakota East
Nope,
students.
don't need to even acknowledge that they're doing it. Bon Jovi's terrible. Fred Johnson hands it off. Hamza Abdul-Wahid waiting patiently behind his offensive line. Lakota East there to clean it up, but Hamza picks up 3-4 yards before he's brought down.
Yeah, good push up front there by Sheldon Spitznagel, the 360-pound sophomore.
Howard. Third down, Cardinals.
So that'll bring up a third down and call it 4.5.
Couple other score updates. Sycamore finally takes the lead over Hamilton 21-14. Fairmont extends their lead on Wayne 35-20. Johnson, man in motion, hands it off. Jet sweep coming this way. Murray. Nope, that is not Murray.
That's Hector Lopez.
That's Hector Lopez, your senior captain with his first carry of the game. And he picks up the first down.
Knocked out of bounds on the play by number
Hector
25.
Lopez, small in stature, big and hard. He saw there in that counter there, the 5'4", 125-pound running back, just kind of hid behind that offensive line, saw a little seam. I tell you what, showed some courage right there, took it right to the big boys.
He picks up the Cardinal first down. They'll have it 1st and 10 from the east 16-yard line. 7:30 to play. Johnson takes it, man in motion, pitches it out. Murray trying to find some space, no blocking on the edge, and he's cut down to the line of scrimmage.
Nice play by the defensive back there from Lakota East. Strung out, got off the wide receiver block and took him down, no gain.
Second down, Cardinals.
It was a well-run option. The fullback wasn't there, made the read wasn't there. Made the pitch, did everything right, just got nothing out of it. Better defensive play than an offensive play. So second down and 10.
Correction, PAT was missed. Sycamore only leads 20-14 over Hamilton. Johnson hands it off. Hector Lopez trying to find some space around the edge. He's bottled up, trying to find some up middle, not there. First down. It's third down for the Cardinals.
With a tackle with the Thunderhawks, number 33, Hayden King.
So again, no gain, but the clock is still running. Going to sub Lopez out of the game.
Quick score update. Winton Woods has it 4th down and 1 at the Elder 1-yard line, and they're going for it.
What's the score?
I'm trying to find. I think it's still 10-7.
So instead of kicking the field goal for the win, they're going to
instead of kicking the field goal for the tie. It's the third quarter just started there.
Okay. I tell you what, that running back from Winton Woods is the real deal.
Just a junior. Stutter step, handoff, jet sweep, trying to find some space, and still on his feet is Tyrus Bradley, but he is brought down just short of the first down marker. Nope, we're going to say his knee was down even sooner. It'll be 4th and 3. And the Cardinals are going to go for it as the clock reaches 5:30 to play.
So Colerain, wing formation, not doing anything fancy.
Friday Johnson sends his man in motion, going to take it. Sends the motion man with a pitch, jet toss sweep the other way. He cuts back, still on his feet.
That's going to be close. No, going to be short.
Is going to be short. Is Bradley on the carry?
Yeah, Bradley did a good job. They strung that out, but Lakota East turns him inside. He thought he had just, I thought he had just enough, but he's just going to be about a half-yard short. Lakota East makes the stop, turnover on down.
Speaking of that super junior, Mayan Williams in for a touchdown. Winton Woods leads Elder 14-10 at the pit. The pit is Elder's home field, just for clarification, for those of you listening at home. East takes over. Handoff up the middle. We got a new fullback.
New quarterback in there also.
It's at 24. Jonathan Washington with the carry.
I believe that's Matt Krajewski.
Tackled on the play by number 54.
And a quarterback.
TJ Ganella.
They've got a lot of skis on their team.
Thunderhawks.
Just an observation.
Well, maybe their parents are a big fan of Aspen. You never know.
2nd down and 4 as the rain really starts letting it down.
Cardinals forced the pitch on the outside. Still on his feet.
I tell you, that was a well-run option, just simple.
Fullback.
The fullback was blown up. The quarterback was smashed, but he did make the pitch to the outside. The running back does pick up the first down. Well defended in the middle between the tackles, but the outside guys didn't make the play.
Josh Thornhill picks up the first down to the 24-yard line of East. Krajewski takes it, pitches it outside, still in the open feet, still in his hands, balls in the air, picked up by number 22 for the Colerain Cardinals. He's still on his feet.
We get our 3rd defensive score. He's still getting loose.
Back and he's tripped up on the play, but the ball popped in the air, and Jalen Thomas is there. Nearly hit his 2nd defensive touchdown of the year.
Yeah, JT, he picked up that. I tell you what, that ball. That was a nice offensive play. They were in the option there to the left, get it to the outside, the wing back, and he hit about 12 yards on that play. But safety come up, pops, and is that the rain has just picked up. So I don't know if that ball was a little bit slippery, but popped out one hop to JT, and he takes it all the way down. Thought he was going to get in, but Colerain's going to get the ball at the Lakota East 18.
And the chance for the Cardinals to preserve the shutout as the clock continues to run.
We got another quarterback change. Tyler Prather, sophomore, in the game at quarterback.
Tyler Prather, the 6'1", 160.
That's a good size for a sophomore.
Hands it off. Hamza Abdul-Wahid makes man miss. Still on his feet, fighting forward. Still going forward. He's close to a Cardinal first down.
14, Ahmad Abdul-Wahid.
And I don't know if you heard the PA, but that was a very
deliberate,
enthusiastic pronunciation of Hamza's name.
He picks up 7 inside the 10. Ball spotted at the 9.
Under 2 minutes to play now. It is just nasty out there right now.
You know what? It slacked off enough, and I thought we were going to make it not get wet walking to the car after the game. But
it's just like one of those rains where it's not hard, but it's not soft. It's just unpleasant. Hamza Abdul-Wahid stays on his feet, still fighting forward. He might just have enough of the first down.
Cardinal ball carrier number 14.
I'm surprised he got anything. I'm not sure who that right guard was, but the defensive tackle just was in the backfield.
Trent Linneman.
And what should have been a 3-yard loss is a 2-yard gain. Brings up a 3rd down and 2. No, now it's a complete downpour.
Yep, it's not fun. We're going to have to walk out in that. I'm not liking it.
3rd and 2. Prather on the center.
Cardinals in formation. They're going to take a knee here. And that's exactly what Prather does. Takes the knee.
Cardinals take a knee on the play.
And the referees aren't going to reset the play clock. Both teams are heading to the 50-yard line, even though there's over 40 seconds to play. This game is now over.
Well, they turned the play clock off. We haven't seen that in a while, but so for Brandon Wyatt.
Well, the clock hasn't started 0. Oh, it hasn't checked out yet. We at least got to make it to the clock strikes midnight.
Who we got next week, Brandon?
Colerain Cardinals in the battle for the GMC championship. The Fairfield Indians come to take on your Colerain Cardinals.
We got to fill that stands. Make the cage as unwelcome as it can. Fairfield is a very, very good ball team. Probably the best ball team that we're going to face.
And it will be for the GMC title, as this loss will make sure that no one else can take it from the Colerain Cardinals or the Fairfield Indians. So Cardinals go for 19 straight next week as they host the Fairfield Indians. So the final here from Lakota East High School. Colerain Cardinals defeat Lakota East Thunderhawks 42-0. For Brian White, I am Brandon White, and thank you for listening to Colerain Football on WeAreColerain.com.